We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Waiting. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Slam. Sunday.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 29.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
A gain of 22 yards.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Check, 59. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now on 2nd and 16. Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
No, check that. We want Mike 52. Go. Hey, watch the ball. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. Right here. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. It's been a long day for you. Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 44, Wentz, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch twist.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Lane 5-3. Shit.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Bang, 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 bang. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
On the counter, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Defensively, you talk about taking a direct route to the football. That was about as direct as it gets.
You're exactly right, because there aren't too many straight lines you run during a game. But when you do get that opportunity, and you know something, both of us recoiled at the impact, didn't we? You saw it coming, we still couldn't brace ourselves.
Pac-Man, 120! 53, Mike, 53! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get it done!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let him know. Shift. Great.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Straight 15. Hey, orbit.
Wentz going to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
No, possession's off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Jets take over.
Replay, switch, let's
at their own
go.
16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 54. Smooth. 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, 54. Hey, wahoo! I don't think you got it, son. 54.
Trubisky to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Switch. Move. Hey, watch that. Hey, exit. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Right there.
Again, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, baby, I see you.
3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete as well. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked to...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now. Wentz. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Parker unable to get that one. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Big Ed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards on the ground. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I'm coming after 18. Hey, Alpha. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
Mike, check. 59.
All day, dog.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert 3. Hey, I need one over here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn, as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz uncorks one for Davis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Finding room at the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, ball.
52. All day, baby. All day, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Go! 180!
Bound to lose one. No. Check that.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Go! 180!
Check.
Alert!
You must be dreaming. Mike 5-4.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Watch the curl.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 4-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Man, 5-7.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 38-yard line.
Here we go. Lady!
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through